Hello my friends and welcome back to episode 9 of Road to Ironman, where in 2 weeks time we'll take to the start line in Estonia for Ironman Talon. Now it's been an interesting week back home in Glasgow and up north in the Highlands of Scotland, so we'll run you through it and we'll tell you exactly what happened. I'm also going to give a full breakdown of what the strategy is for Ironman Talon.
So because of the terrible weather back in Scotland, I had to spend Monday on the watt bike back at Strathclyde Sport, which is where I went to university. Now I've typically been anti-indoor bike, but the wind was horrendous and there was no way I could get outside.
Spent many an hour of my life in there, and not so many hours of my life in there because I didn't really work out at uni, but I did get a first class, well, distinction, master's degree in chemical engineering, so it was winning.
This is behind the scenes with an elite level triathlete. I have leftover Chinese and curry sauce for dinner. Brilliant.
I'd also planned to travel up north on Monday, but because of the weather, I was stuck in Glasgow.
Tuesday was an attempted 4k continuous swim at Strathclyde Sport again, but as you'll see, there was a little bit of an issue.
So we've got a 4 kilometre swim this morning, and I've had to come back to Strathclyde Sport because my local pool has no lane options for me to swim. Now the last time I was here, I swam my first ever sub 2 minute per 100. I think I swam 2k. So yeah, a nice moment to come back to my old university pool and hopefully have a good swim. So let's go. Well, that was short-lived. After 500 metres, the lifeguard turns around and is moving all the lanes out the way, and she's like, oh, Aquafit's on, you need to get out of the pool. Bearing in mind I phoned up before I went, I also paid to swim like 15 minutes before I walked in, and no one mentioned it. It's obviously not their fault. I mean, it kind of is for not telling me, but like, I've taken annual leave for this. Oh, I just don't know where I'm going to be able to fit it in.
So I came home and ended up doing the 10k which I had planned for the evening anyway.
Now the key is to not let this completely ruin my day. So I've came back home and I've also got a 10k easy run to do today. So I'm just going to do that before I drive up north, and I'm going to go to the pool tomorrow morning. Probably the last thing I want to do right now is go for a run, but it's got to be done.
Sorry, dude.
And the rest of Tuesday was just spent travelling up north.
Tell me when I'm in.
You're in, I'm taking a video.
Lifeboats.
Lifeboats.
Wednesday was an attempt to recoup the 4k continuous swim, which was in a 20 metre pool at the Malig Leisure Centre.
Fire is looking lovely this morning.
So yeah, let's get after it.
Incoming waterman.
Oh wait, waterman.
Come on.
Had to adjust throughout the swim because it's a 20 metre pool instead of a 25 metre pool. So did 4,800 on the watch, which works out to 4k in 1 hour and 13 minutes. So pretty chuffed with that. Bash.
Now I thought on my chorus I could only have it at 25 and 50 metres. I didn't see the custom setting, which many people reminded me on Instagram that I could change it to 20 metres. So there's me mid-session trying to work out the maths that if I was 5 metres short on every length, over 160 length times 5 by 160, that gave me 800. So I ended up doing 4,800 metres on the watch, which equated to 4 kilometres continuous.
Oh, beautiful day. You really cannot beat that post-swim clarity. Especially breathing in the Highland air.
Look at that. Beautiful.
By far the worst part of triathlon is that everywhere I go I have to carry at least 2 bags with me. Just and there's a helmet and everything else. Just never ends.
Isn't it mad how nowadays we struggle to do like simple mental maths just because you're so used to using your phone or something? So after the swim we took the ferry over to Skye, where I had a bike interval session of 3 by 12 minutes.
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog here. It's Ironman day, Road to Ironman day 45. Just gonna get out a couple of miles on the bike, yeah. Yeah, take it from there, yeah. Okay. Hello and welcome to stage 1 of the Tour de Skye. Where are we currently? Still. And I'm meeting you in Portree. It's apparently 30 kilometres away. So we'll see you there.
I'm here on the Isle of Skye. Cycling up to Portree. We've got 3 by 12 minutes. Let's get after it. I am being absolutely tossed around by this wind. Session completed, that's 3 by 12 minutes. First rep at 240, second rep at 252 and third rep at 280. Lovely day for training, 4k in the morning into a nice little interval session this afternoon.
Thursday I had a swim and a run on the cards.
Lovely day. What noises are you making in there?
You down the bottom.
So on Thursday I managed to go for a sea swim. The plan was to do 2k, but I only managed a kilometre. It was choppy, windy, and honestly I was just satisfied with going for a kilometre.
Let's hope I make it a bit further this year than I did last year when I tried to go swimming.
Shark in the water.
I raise my arm like this, follow the lifeboat. If I do that, then just take it back. Right, Jill? Very choppy, very windy, but a kilometre done in the open water. There's my mum, dad, just been for a little dip. Lovely scenes at Camastara Beach. My mother, father, brother, his lovely wife, and me, and the sport of triathlon. So I'm meant to have intervals this evening, but I've absolutely no idea when I'm going to fit them in, because we've still to have dinner. And I've got a 4-hour drive back home as well.
Lovely. The video.
Absolutely.
I had to absolutely drag myself out in the evening through the interval session.
Right, Fraser, run us through the fit you got going on here.
Asics outlet.
Lovely.
Brothers wardrobe.
Nice.
Marks and Spencer.
Beautiful.
Liverpool.
Go on, get it all out. Fantastic.
The bad gym.
Oh, he's quick.
Locked in. Let's go.
Right, team, cannot be bothered doing this, but we've got 5 by 4 minutes interval session. Total of 12k, but I'm just going to do 10 because we have dinner waiting for us, and then I need to drive 4 hours back home to Glasgow. So let's get after it. That was absolutely horrendous. So windy, but 5 by 4 minutes at 3:55 done. Had to walk the jogging. Had to walk the 2 minutes in between reps because I'm just cooked. But job done. Horrendous.
I've just made it home and it's currently 1:47 in the morning.
And the whole way I listened to an audiobook. How grown up of me. It's called The Trading Game. It's about a guy who used to be a trader in London. I'd recommend it so far. Which brings us, my friends, to Friday. Now, before I go into the weekend plans, I want to tell you about the plan for race day in Talon. Switching up the angle, we're getting serious now. So ultimately, my goal in Talon is to try and go sub 10 hours for the full Ironman distance. Now, to break that down, the plan for the swim is to hold between 150 and 155, which should get me out between an hour and 12 and an hour and 14 minutes. Assuming a transition time in T1 of 6 minutes, moving on to the bike, the plan is to hold 35 to 36 kilometers an hour, which should finish me between 5 hours and 5 minutes and 5 hours and 10 minutes. Assuming a T2 time of 4 minutes going into the run, the plan is to hold an average pace of 4:55 per kilometer to finish the marathon in a time of 3 hours and 27 minutes, which would bring me just under that sub 10 target goal. Now, there's a little bit more information on an Instagram video that I posted on this, but this is me outlining essentially what my training has indicated over the past few months. For those of you that have been following the journey for a while, you'll know that I took on my first ever 70.3 in March in Geelong out in Australia, where I came in at a time of 4 hours and 57 minutes. And until that point, I didn't really know if I was going to be able to go sub 5. It was just prior to the race, spoke with my coach, what did the training indicate and where were we sat and what could we hold for that duration. So going into the full, if you'd have asked me a few months ago if I would have went sub 10, I would have told you absolutely not. But the training block has been fantastic. One of the best things about triathlon is that you're not constantly on your feet. You know, you've got less impact on the swim and the bike, so you're able to push the numbers quite high. But ultimately, I'm feeling good. The numbers are there, so why not try and push for something? A sub 10 on race day would be absolutely incredible. However, I'm not pinning everything on it. Triathlon is a sport where many things can go wrong, and if something goes wrong in the day, all I can do is react to it. Try and do my best to come back and ultimately just finish the race. Like, if you told me even 2 years ago that I was going to be doing a full Ironman, I'd have told you to go off. It really is testament to what you can do with some dedication, a coach, and some incredible people around you. So yeah, the goal for Talon is to try and go sub 10. Now I'll explain the weekend too. Back on angle 1. So I'm getting the train from Glasgow back down to London. Tomorrow we've got a 3-hour session on the bike into a 10k run, so a nice little brick session. Then I've been invited to the T100 event this weekend in London, and they've offered me a VIP pass. This was my first ever triathlon last year, and look at me coming back with a VIP pass. How things have changed. But yeah, gonna go watch the pro race on Saturday, and there's a bunch of people from the community in London who are racing the T100 on Sunday, be that the Olympic distance or the full. So yeah, I had to pack my bags, get on a train, and we'll see you back in London.
It's Saturday, and I want to be very honest with you. I cannot be arsed doing any of this. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of waking up constantly bloody exercising. Now, this sounds very negative, but it's actually a good thing, because you want to be feeling like this at a stage. You want to be, can't be arsed, sick of it. It's the same as every marathon block I've done that's went well. You get to this point, you're just like, I want to get it done. I've got 3 hours today with 90 minutes at Ironman Power. And that's about all I really want to say about it. I'm just going to go get this done. Hopefully feel a bit better once I get going.
I've just had to stop to go to the toilet, but I'm just having such a tantrum today. I'm just so sick of it, I just can't be arsed anymore. So sick of it. Just constantly drinking stupid carb mix and eating all the time. It's shite. 90 minutes at Ironman Power done, but still in an absolute huff. Just feel terrible. Everything hurts. Windy. Just want to go home.
Everything about that was shite.
Almost 5k in. Do not feel good at all.
And in a mad turn of events, I am now signed up for the Olympic distance triathlon at T100 London.
What do we have here? Someone's gonna race tomorrow, huh? Just what I bloody thought. Oh no. Oh no.
We're going to end this week's episode here, so we'll see you tomorrow when it's race day.